find somebody who knows about computers is computer lab. And usually I and 99% of the world try to avoid the computer lab because it's kind of scary. Like, you walk past it, it's just dark, and you see these people and they're like fixated on a screen of light, and you're like, oh. But I knew I had to take this risk and maybe make a sacrifice, because this video blog does mean something to me. So, hold on. Sorry, the music was a bit loud. I left Sylvia and Jen by the vending machine, and I said, guys, just wait here, and they kind of didn't pay a lot of attention because they're not always the brightest bulbs. But I walked over to the computer lab, and I took a deep breath, and I braced myself, and I walked in. And it was pretty horrifying. The first thing I noticed was how dark it was. The only light was like the screens, and then everybody was like pale and like sucked into the screen, and I'm just like, oh. Nobody really noticed that I walked in. And usually when I walk in a room, it's like everybody turns and looks, because I mean, it's Josephine, and everybody knows I'm hot and in demand and got a lot of friends. But these people, they didn't really notice. And they were an unusual sort of people, because I'm pretty used to dealing with fugly people. Like, you all know my stories about fugly people. Like, I really wish they could be in prison, but that's not really realistic. So they live amongst us, and I'm used to dealing with them. But these computer lab people, they weren't fugly. They were just ugly. In fact, they were so skinny, it was like they never ate. And they were pale. Pale like they didn't even know what the sun was. And some of them had like this little mustache things that aren't really mustaches. They're like hair, like you drank too much chocolate milk, but they are mustaches. They're real hair. So I found somebody that I recognized, this guy Jordy, who I have a couple classes with, and I was like, Jordy, I was in your English class, and my name's Josephine, do you remember me? And he sort of looks up from his computer, and he starts speaking, but it's like he's speaking in numbers, not letters. So he's like, oh, 111011010. And I'm like, yeah, exactly. So then I said, Jordy, I'm making these video blogs on YouTube, and I'm not getting as much attention as I wanted. So what can I do to get more attention? And he says, take off your clothes. And that really upset me, because I know everybody kind of thinks I'm a hoe, but to be perfectly honest, I'm not. Everybody wants to make out with me, but I don't want to make out with everyone. I don't need to take my clothes off. I'm amazing enough with my clothes on. So I was kind of offended, and I never thought that a sickly pale, skinny as a toothpick, friendless computer guy could ever say anything to me. Like, I'm Josephine Seller.